The road we're on is paved in Garth.
Come along on the journey.
As we explore
Garthology.
Think of it more as a conversation. I like that. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin. Showtime!
Hi guys, it's Deb.
And I'm Pete.
And I'm Jess.
And in the background, you might hear the newest member of the Garthology family. Little Bowman is here with us.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
Look at how cute he is. With Jess's permission, I will post a picture of Bo so you can all enjoy him too. So, welcome to another episode of Garthology. For Season 2, Episode 28, we are comparing two different heavy metal covers of Garth Brooks's The Thunder Rolls. As we discussed in Season 2, Episode 20, which was released on August 7th, 2021, we talked about a cover of The Thunder Rolls by the heavy metal band All That Remains. After that episode, we received a comment from one of our favorite Garthologists, Scott Foster, suggesting that we instead should have reviewed the cover of The Thunder Rolls by heavy metal band State of Mind, featuring the band No Resolve. So, here we are comparing the two versions of this great Garth classic. To kick us off, here's a snippet of the State of Mind cover of Thunder. And here's a snippet of the All That Remains cover. In episode 20, we provided details about the band All That Remains and their version of The Thunder that was released as a single on August 22nd, 2017. The band State of Mind is from Michigan and was formed in 2010. They released their first EP, State of Mind, in April 2015 and followed that up with their second release, Devil in Disguise, in September 2016 and Seeing Red in 2020. State of Mind, featuring No Resolve, released their Thunder Rolls cover the week of February 6th, 2021, and it debuted at number 1 on the Hot Hard Rock Songs chart in its debut week. As the Billboard site wrote of the song that week, Michigan rockers chart the latest rendition of a Brooks hit. State of Mind's version of Garth Brooks's early 90s country classic The Thunder Rolls, featuring No Resolve, debuts at number 1 on Billboard's Hot Hard Rock Songs chart, marking each rock band's first chart leader. The song starts atop the February 6th dated list with 501,000 U.S. streams and 9,000 downloads sold in the week ending January 28th, according to RMC data. Thunder also crowns both the Rock Digital Song Sales and Hard Rock Digital Song Sales charts, likewise becoming State of Mind and No Resolve's first leader on each ranking. Unfortunately, their top of the chart time only lasted for that week. So guys, what do you think of these two versions of one of our favorite Garth Brooks' songs?
I'll go first. My feelings on the two comparisons is pretty simple. These guys, they're very talented. I can tell with the way that this sound came compared to the episode 20 review that I had. This one I enjoyed enough to be able to listen to it and get through it a couple times. A couple things that really stood out to me here. The money it seems that they spent and invested into the third version video of the Thunder Rolls, it's high quality, and it tells me that they do take their career very serious. I love the effort that they put into the video and into the music. I love hearing other people cover other people's songs. This genre is very, very hard for me. I find myself like, this is not something that I would listen to all the time, and it doesn't have anything to do with them personally. I think it's just the genre of music. However, at the 3-minute mark, there's a guy that comes in and it gets country. Like, it gets more country than it gets metal to me. And I actually enjoy it a lot more from that 3-minute mark on. Again, there's something with this version where they're doing something with their voices. I don't know if it's auto-tune or what it is, but that guy that comes in at the 3-minute mark, it seems like they're trying to mask something with his voice. And I honestly don't think that he needs it. Like, I can hear that he's got a good voice, and I wish that they would have just let it be natural if it wasn't. Maybe I'm wrong, but if it wasn't natural, I'd love to hear his natural voice cover the song.
Well, I do think this one was more natural than the All That Remains one.
Absolutely, 100%. But there was still that.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I haven't asked a lot out of this podcast, but we really got to stop like previewing these metal songs. I can't do it anymore. Like, I can't. Like, I just can't do it anymore.
We love you, Scott, but just don't ask us to do heavy metal anymore.
Scott, any other genre? I mean, at this point, even opera, like, maybe I could get into that. I can't. But I did thoroughly enjoy this version much better than the last one that we reviewed. Again, nothing personal. Obviously the best of luck to all of them. It was great, to hear about all the stats that they had and week at number 1 and all that. That's really cool. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. How about you, Jess and Bo?
I agree. Bo agrees with me.
That's what little boys do.
I get an extra vote for a while. I definitely liked this one better than the All That Remains cover. Neither just because of the genre in general are my favorite, but I mildly enjoyed this version. There was still, like you said, a lot of alteration. I'm not sure what it was that they did, but especially in the beginning, that was the first thing I noted when they started singing was, oh, there's a lot of tweaking going on to this voice here, which I don't love in general. But it seemed to be a little bit better after a while, and then, like you said, it picked up again. But I love the video. I love that it was more in keeping with the original version. It obviously couldn't be exactly the same because they would probably get in trouble for that, but it was definitely keeping with the storyline of the original video of the Thunder Rolls, and I liked that. And did you guys notice there's a point I was like, is he wearing a Circle G hat?
Ooh.
Did you notice
No.
he's wearing a ball cap? And I kept like slowing it down and trying to go back, and I was like, is that a Circle G hat? Like, is it like a nod?
I'm gonna go look at that
You have to
again.
Gotta look at that. I didn't see
in
it.
the first video.
So the shorter one.
Yeah.
Because they have 2 videos out. One is the regular Thunder Rolls song. The other is the longer Thunder Rolls that includes the third verse.
Right.
Yeah. And I actually liked how harsh and dark the chorus gets. I like the drum beats in it and the guitar hits. And I really actually did, I said I mildly enjoyed it. That was the part that I really did like. Because it lends itself well, it is such a gritty song and a dark song that I liked the way the music sounded in those parts. I thought that it was a good choice and it worked well there. It was more the vocals, and I think that just has a lot to do with Garth and, liking the genre or not liking the genre. But definitely of the 2 covers that we've looked at, this was my favorite of the 2.
Yeah, so mine as well. It sounds like all 3 of us are agreeing with Scott Foster on this one.
Yeah.
That the State of Mind, No Resolve cover of Thunder is the better of the 2 versions. And I agree with you guys. Both covers start out with those layered vocals that I think we all don't care for because it sounds very auto-tuned. Like Pete said, that's how it sounds to me too. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but that's what it sounds like to me. But it does, like, there is a point in the State of Mind version where it almost goes to like a single regular vocal after that. And it stays that way for a lot of the recording. And that is much more appealing to me rather than that layered or auto-tune sound, whatever that is.
Yep.
And also, another thing that we discussed in episode 20 about the All That Remains version, that one included that female background vocal that none of us cared for.
Yeah.
So I was really glad that the State of Mind No Resolve cover does not have that female background vocal. And I think that's part of what makes this a superior cover.
Sure.
Again, no hating on that singer. She's a fine singer and all. I just didn't think that her voice harmonized well with the All That Remains lead singer.
Yeah.
Right.
This one is more appealing to me for that reason too.
Yeah, and the female that was in the video to this one, I thought she was a great actor. Like, I mean, she was like in it. You could tell she was pretty dedicated to getting the acting in the video down. I thought they did a great job in the video. You could tell it was recorded in quality. It wasn't recorded on some iPhone or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought musically, the opening of the State of Mind No Resolve cover sounded more like Garth's original version. I thought it had similar guitar licks, whereas the All That Remains cover was just heavy guitar riffs,
Right.
really powerful drums right at the very beginning. And it sounded like a more traditional heavy metal song to me.
Yeah.
So I get why they made those choices. And don't get me wrong, the State of Mind No Resolve music, it gets completely heavy metal in the middle parts like Jess was talking about. But to me, it's just the beginning is just a raw or more acoustic music at the beginning of the
Right.
State of Mind rather than the All That Remains one.
Yeah, the State of Mind one, you could tell that they did a lot to stay as true to the Garth version of it as they could, but yeah, putting their own spin, their own touch on it. But it just didn't get so extravagant, like where it lost you. Again, like I said on this one, I was able to listen and watch this one multiple times and see if I could. I can't believe I missed the ball cap. I got to check that out. But it kept me there. Like, whereas the other one, it was that genre, and it's meant to be, was just so in your face. It's just something I wasn't comfortable with it, so it was hard for me to do it. This one was not. This one I was able to get through multiple times. So
Yeah. And I actually think I read on a couple of, I think it was comments in the YouTube, the videos for the State of Mind No Resolve videos, that Garth actually gave them a shout out.
Oh.
I think he acknowledged the State of Mind No Resolve. I don't know if he ever did that with the All That Remains. So that would be interesting if any Garthologists out there have any links to anything where Garth talked about either of these versions. I didn't find anything, but I did see some comments where people said that he did talk about it in something. So that would be interesting to see what his feelings about these were, if he acknowledged them at all.
yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, as I mentioned in our first recording, and as Pete has talked about in this one, none of us are very big heavy metal fans. However, if heavy metal covers of country songs are something you like, you gotta check out Outlaw Country Cover album entitled Outlaws Till the End Volume 1 by heavy metal band Devil Driver. Wow.
Listen, don't do that.
I took one for the team and I listened to parts of each of the songs from that album, and that is a heavy metal album of country covers.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not my cup of tea, but I can appreciate the skill that was put into it. Now, I'm certain my Amazon Music is probably thinking, why is she listening to this? And now we have to completely rethink her recommendations. But, if any of you are out there are into that, I say go check it out. It's on Amazon Music. Again, it is called Outlaws Till the End, Volume 1. It's by Devil Driver. The album features covers of Johnny Cash, George Jones, Hank Williams Jr., Willie Nelson, and more. It even includes, now this really threw me, it even includes a cover of a Johnny Paycheck song entitled I'm the Only Hell Mama Raised. But do not confuse that with the song by Garth's daughter, Allie Colleen, called Not the Only Hell My Mama Raised. They are not the same song. So Don't let that confuse you, because it got me at first. I was like, wait, what? Oh, no, that's not the same song.
How do you turn a Willie Nelson song into a metal song?
Oh, they did.
Oh, no.
Oh, they did.
I love me some Willie Nelson, and I don't think I could handle that.
I'm not doing it.
You guys should definitely go give that a listen. You're welcome. All right, that wraps up our discussion comparing two different heavy metal covers of Garth Brooks's The Thunder Rolls. Now over to Pete for shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
Yes, this week's shout-out goes to Dusty Miller. Sir, we are happy to hear that you found us, and we hope that you enjoy what you hear. Please remember to review and rate the podcast and share with your friends in low places. The support for you guys and the interaction is great, and we really appreciate you interacting with us, Dusty. We appreciate the support.
Thank you so much, Dusty. You're awesome.
Thanks, Dusty.
Be sure to check out our website for links to articles we've discussed in past episodes, as well as other bonus material. And remember to hit subscribe on our podcast on your podcast platform of choice. Do you listen to Garthology on Apple Podcasts? If so, stop by there right now and give us a rating and write up a quick review to let us know how we're doing and to encourage others to listen. Be sure and share us with your friends in low places so they can become Garthologists too.
Yeah, and speaking of friends in low places, if you guys would like to join us on our socials, if you use Facebook, we're at facebook.com/GarthologyCast. If you're on Instagram and Twitter, we are at GarthologyCast there. Again, we appreciate the support and the interaction with you fans. Take the time, head over to one of those social media pages, and we'll be looking forward to hearing from you guys.
And be sure to join us for our next episode of Garthology, where we'll be discussing Garth's once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to record with one of his favorite bands, Kiss. We'll also review the version of the song Hard Luck Woman that resulted from that very special moment in time. That will be Season 2, Episode 29, and will be available on your podcast platform of choice on November 7th. Until then,
this has been Season 2, Episode 28 of Garthology. And I'm Deb.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Jess. And we'll see you guys next time.
She said, and we'll see you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.